They found what and what from how much and where. He's still not gonna resign. This is beyond me. Imagine when Fidel Castro was coming after your money in 2023, you hide it in your jacket. Welcome back to Never Famous. Please hit the like, comment, and subscribe.
Breaking news, an indictment, a federal indictment with major implications in Washington and abroad. New Jersey Democratic Senator Bob Menendez and his wife have been indicted on corruption-related charges. Menendez is the powerful chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He and his wife are accused of accepting hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes in exchange for the Democratic senator's influence. What's more, this is the second time in the past 10 years that Menendez has faced charges like this. We are getting new details and new pictures from this indictment, including gold bars. CNN's Kara Scannell outside the federal courthouse in New York following this all. Kara, what are you learning?
Yeah, John, so as you say, the senator, his wife, and 3 New Jersey businessmen all indicted on corruption-related charges. And what authorities here allege is that Menendez and his wife had accepted hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes and then used that for some of their influence.
How the fuck you accept hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes? And if you guys will see the picture, it'll be up. This motherfucker put the money in the jackets with his name on the jackets.
No, did he do this? No, but did he do that?
Go ahead. I shouldn't have said. I should go ahead. Keep playing.
To affect influence. Here's some of the details that we're learning from this indictment. So we learned that authorities had executed a search warrant on the senator's home in New Jersey in June of 2022 and on safety deposit boxes they had. And what they found when they executed the search warrant was $480,000 in cash placed in envelopes and at times stuffed in jackets, including jackets that say the senator's name on them. We also learned that they found gold bars that they would receive from one of the businessmen. And those envelopes of cash, they said, the authorities said that they found the DNA of another one of the businessmen on that time.
If you ever gonna steal some shit or do some shit, like, don't put it in the fucking jacket in your closet with your name on it. Like, I'm not a thief or nothing, but like, you know, like
this common sense. Like it's obvious.
You stealing from the U.S. government, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave it with my fucking name on the jacket.
But is he stealing from the U.S. government or taking bribes from somebody?
He's taking bribes
against
but I get
the
where you
U.S.
were going.
government. I should let the story keep going, but I just want y'all to know that this guy's a fucking idiot, and this story is only gonna get funnier,
big time,
as we keep watching. This guy's crazy.
Businessmen on that, tying them to them. They also found a luxury vehicle that a third businessman had given the Menendezes, and they also alleged that they had received these payments for a home mortgage. They received no-show jobs and also that luxury vehicle. Now, what we've also learned from this indictment so far is that one of the things that they say that Menendez had done in exchange for these bribes was that he had pressured the Department of Agriculture official to help the businessman who has this exclusive arrangement with Egypt to export halal certified products. Also that Menendez had provided sensitive.
Well, I don't know why I thought that was so funny. that he like did so much money in this shit that he did a finesse for halal food. Like, that's how much
halal food is good though.
It's halal fire, Brian. Shout out to halal trucks.
Yes. Jeez.
Fire.
Government information that secretly aided the government of Egypt. They also say that he sought to interfere with criminal investigations into 2 of these businessmen. One of them, Jose Urbe, they tried to disrupt the criminal investigation. And they also allege that Menendez tried to recommend that the president nominate someone for the U.S. attorney in New Jersey to try to influence an investigation into one of the businessmen, a New Jersey developer, Fred Davies. Davies has pleaded guilty to a bank-related charge, and his sentencing is scheduled for next month. But these are just some of the details that we're learning to kind of give a scope of what prosecutors say the Menendezes had did and how he tried to influence policy, including providing sensitive U.S. information secretly to Egypt. I have reached out to Menendez's representatives and his lawyer. I've not heard back yet on the charges. The U.S. attorney will be holding a press conference at 11 a.m. Probably learn additional details then, John.
Yeah, we will. You can play the other one. Yo, this guy is fucking crazy. Because I think this video is from a couple of days ago. And then the second video we're about to watch now is, I believe, it's from today. And that shit is crazy, bro. Like I don't like, I want to talk about it just to keep the video going, but I don't want to talk about it just because.
3 more Democratic senators just this morning are now calling for Senator Bob Menendez to resign in the wake of new bribery allegations. Now, Menendez has rejected those calls to step down, instead staying defiant, and he is
this is still on.
Balls, huh?
He's still on. Like he's
bro.
Still
This nigga said he said he's not resigning. Like, look at this shit. Like, he got balls. He sold secrets to Egypt, bro. And this motherfucker is not resigning.
Is he saying that he didn't do it?
I don't know.
Is he saying that's not my laptop? I didn't take it to that shop. It wasn't me with the coke.
It's levels to this shit though. Because I'm not gonna lie, like,
I don't think he caught it.
It's levels to this shit. Like, because he got 480,000 cash. Yeah, Junior over there with the white stuff, you know what I'm saying? He was getting like 20 milli off of Ukraine and Russia and all that shit. It's different.
Hey, listen, all I'm gonna say is that I understand. Like, I love halal food, and if I had to invest in it like that,
hey, this motherfucker is a trader. He said he'll sell U.S. secrets for food.
Listen, halal
food not ever
is...
signed up for the army, dickhead, or like nothing ever with anything to do with the country, bro.
I'm just saying with the white sauce too, bro.
You are what's wrong.
I'm telling all the secrets. I'm telling all the secrets. I'm telling you.
And staying defiant, and he is defending the wads of cash investigators found in his home.
For 30 years, I have withdrawn thousands of dollars in cash from my personal savings account, which I have kept for emergencies and because of the history of my family facing confiscation in Cuba.
Yo.
He blamed it on Fidel.
Huh?
He blamed it on Fidel.
Bro, how the fuck does your family be like? Well, you know he was born in New Jersey.
I know.
I know.
Bro, this motherfucker, like, how does somebody, bro? And then what about the gold bars, the vehicles, all this shit that they got?
I don't know. Maybe it's like praying that he's saving it in gold, thinking that the dollar is gonna get the value or something.
So he's just been taking money out of his account for over 30 years.
Now I'll be honest. The only thing I would do is I would look at the dates on all those bills. That means if you're taking money for 30 years, you should have bills from the 90s in it.
And
I'm just saying, if it's that white sauce on the halal food, I'm snitching.
He didn't address the gold bars. He didn't address the luxury car. NBC's Ryan Nobles picks up our coverage here in Washington.
And you know what I'm going to tell you? And we're watching a CNN and MSNBC news coverage. And he's a Democratic representative. So you know they're giving them, like, they're going soft on him. Right. Like, if we were watching a Fox video, I can't even imagine what they would be saying right now.
Bro, not for nothing, but like, he literally like selling secrets to other countries, taking bribes. Like, bro, like, he needs to go to jail. Like, he's the one that really needs to, because I think they indicted him. Like, he's the one that really should be in jail right now. Like, with not like, I'm not a Trump supporter or anything, but like, bro, it's proof that all the shit that they're like trying for is bullshit. So there's just like this shit. They got proof that he really did.
Well, he's going to court now. They got to put it up now. I'll say one thing: you have people from your side covering it, and you have people from your side saying you got to resign. So now I'm guessing he now has to say, I have to go on the defensive and say it's not me. I'm a paranoid person, and I don't believe in banks, so I have all the money cash. So he says, but.
Right. But what about the luxury
in Washington on Capitol Hill? Ryan, the senator, plans to be back there today. But as he returns to Washington, as we're reporting, he's getting more calls from his own party to go. Have the floodgates now opened?
There does seem to be a slow creep of Democratic members in particular who had called for other members of Congress to step down under similar allegations and are now doing the same for a member of their own party. We're up to 6 United States senators, all from the Democratic Party.
With Nancy Pelosi up there next.
On Bob Menendez to step down. And what's interesting is that of the 6, many of them are up for re-election next year. Sherrod Brown in Ohio, Bob Casey in Pennsylvania, Tammy Baldwin in Wisconsin, John Tester in Montana. These are all senators who are facing tough re-election bids and want to show that even though there's another member of their party.
I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, I know this type of shit goes down in DC, but I'm like, if you're doing it this blatantly and you're not even trying to do it in a, at least Biden was freaking doing it through his son or some shit. You know what I mean? He was putting layers in between him.
And he only got caught because he became president.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but damn, like this type of stuff, I'm like, yeah, like you should be held accountable. And like now this puts a spotlight because I'm like, it doesn't get more blatant than this. Like you legit have gold bars, you have like money, you have cash, it's all being found, and they have a direct connection to who was giving you this money. So I'm like, you have to make an example, and like and like there's no excuse for it.
Yeah,
but he does got some balls for rejecting the dough.
He's
like, nah, I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah. You can't do it. You ain't doing your job from jail. You don't got Secret Service, motherfucker.
He hit him with the Leonardo DiCaprio.
Nah, I think he just playing the card of like, if I resign, I'm admitting guilt. You get what I mean?
True.
So he's at a point of like, I can't resign. They're gonna have to prove this shit and get me out of here. Because he knows if he resigns, it's the same as him saying, "Yep, I did it."
I did it exactly.
You know what I mean? As soon as he resigns, he's admitting guilt.
He'd rather put up the fight.
He has to, or like he's probably getting advice from whoever's advising him. Be like, yo, like this is the way you have to go PR wise. Their lawyers are probably doing the same thing. Like, yo, if you resign, that's it. You're gonna be
yourself.
Yeah. Like he's already being judged here in the court of public opinion. I'm like, I guarantee you, if he resigns, I know in my mind, I'm like, you definitely did that shit. And I already think you did it. So
you're guilty as fuck.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely the court of public opinion. So please let us know how you guys feel about this in the comments, because I think even though like ours jokes, I'm laughing. This is pretty funny. At the same time, it's fucked up because these motherfuckers are stealing from us and then taking bribes and
telling our secrets,
all types of wild shit. Just let us know how you guys feel about this.
For some white sauce on halal food, man. That's crazy.
This shit is crazy. Please hit the like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. We appreciate you guys each and every week tuning in. Thank you. Give it time.